be beneficial for me as well.
Okay. So, first of all, very good evening, Mr. Krishna. Hope you're having a charming day so far.
Yeah, it was a wonderful day. What about you? How was the day for
Yeah.
you?
My day was also, I can say, fantastic. And I'm working on my to do list and just, left with two, three things.
Okay, okay. Definitely will complete those things tomorrow as well.
Not tomorrow, today
Yeah, for
onwards.
me. Okay, today onwards. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
for me it was off day for me. It was a relaxing day
Yeah.
as I'm a working professional. So Saturday, Sunday it's a off day for me.
Of course. So, all right. As it's our first interaction, so let's begin with a brief introduction, right? Would you mind giving a brief
Yeah.
introduction before we dive into
Yeah,
this
yeah, sure.
conversation?
Yes, yes, sure, why not? So as you can see, my name is Krishna. Basically, I'm from a small town of Bir district of Maharashtra state, uh, but currently living in Pune for job purpose.
Hmm.
I have completed my master's in computer science, and I work in a software industry from last 3 years.
3 years. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, if I talk about my interest, I am fond of cricket, and apart from that, I love trekking. So I go for trekking each Sunday. So yeah,
Today
so that's a
also
little bit about me. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Regularly I go.
On Sundays, right?
Yeah, on Sundays only.
Okay, okay. Fantastic. All right. Is there anything that you would like to add on in your introduction?
No, that's it, I think.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing your introduction with me. And now let me come on my introduction, right?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So as you can see over the screen, I'm Priyanka Kushwah and I'm connecting to you from Madhya Pradesh and I'm currently living in my hometown. When it comes to my education, I'm in my master's second year of MBA with a specialization of marketing and finance. And apart from this, I'm running my YouTube channel, which is all about spoken English conversations. I connect with co-learners, good speakers, and when it comes to my hobbies, I like to read books, self help books, and dancing is also one of my hobbies. So that's all about me, and I'm looking forward to our discussion today.
Yeah, yeah. Great to hear that. Your brief introduction.
Okay.
You're
So,
doing MBA, right?
yes.
Okay, okay.
All right. So, please tell me, first of all, how you started your English learning journey because as we are here for the session. So, let's first finish this portion and we will jump to other sections as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So if I talk about my journey, there is no any starting point like when I was started. But when I started working, that time, if you're working in IT industry, English is must learn language, right?
Indeed.
So because of that, I started learning this language. So somehow I managed to clear interviews, but after that, I felt that I should have great command over this language
Yeah.
because see, in future I will face different job interviews. So to express myself, to express thoughts, opinions, I should have great command over this language. I should be very confident in this language. So because of
Exactly.
that, I started working on this language.
So, for
And yeah, when I talk about my practices, like what I'm doing to improve my English, out of four practices, like basic four practices we have, right? So out of those three practices I'm doing, like I'm not writing anything, but reading, speaking, and listening I'm doing
okay,
on a regular basis. Yeah.
great. So, what do you listen actually? I mean, it's like a story, podcast, or something business stuff. What do you actually listen?
Mainly I listen conversational videos. Like we have so many YouTube channels. Like you are also uploading videos, right? So
Yeah.
these kind of videos I listen. Yeah. Sometimes I listen podcasts also. Sometimes news as well.
So mixture of
And in
all.
terms of reading, yeah, mixture of all. And I don't read any particular book nowadays, but I read newspapers.
Newspapers. Okay.
So if you can just suggest me any book, I will be reading that book in future.
Okay, okay, for sure. Well, to be very honest, I don't read newspapers at all because I feel it's not. I mean, I don't like anyway because I don't want to consume something which is negative stuff. Like newses are always this happened, and blah blah blah. But I prefer to read business news instead of general newspaper. And other than that, as you mentioned, that some of the books, so I prefer self-help books, which generally talks about you. I mean, how you can change yourself and your some little behaviors of yours that can
Okay.
completely transform yourself, especially habits, small things you can change in about yourself, and you will see extraordinary results. So I would definitely recommend you Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a very good book. I mean, amazing. There are seven habits which
Okay.
you should inculcate in your routine or in the way you appear in front of world. So make sure to have seven habits. And next is Atomic Habits is also fabulous. And other
Okay.
than that, it depends. I also prefer to read online. I just search the topic which I am most interested about, and I just Google it and I just read about that. I really like to listen quotations as well. Reading quotations of good
Okay.
speakers,
Okay.
authors. It's amazing.
Yeah, I whatever books you have suggested, I have heard about these books, but I haven't read. Yeah, I will start. Check. I will check it out, and I will buy these books, and I will read them.
Yeah, because you should have a hard copy, right? Of course, you can read
Yeah.
online. I mean, earlier it was my mindset also. Like, I mean, I used to read only online, not a hard copy as such. But someone suggested me that you should have a hard copy, then you will actually focus on reading. Because online, if you read, of course, you will come across to notifications and distractions. So it's better to have a
Yes.
hard
Yes.
copy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in front of screen for so long, it will be impact, right? And that
Yeah.
is not good. So it is
Of
better
course,
to
you
have
have
a
to take care of.
copy.
Indeed. You and
Okay.
at present, screen time is increasing. I mean, still my screen time is really high. Laptop, phone, and I can't mention it at present because it's not something
Yeah.
which is good. So how do you manage your screen time? Because you're also working in software industry, right?
Yes. Yes. In front of screen, I think in front of laptop, at least I have to be there at least for 8 hours. But
Hmm.
I do take breaks in between. Directly, I don't sit for long time. I do take breaks, and when I talk about mobile phone, mostly I don't watch for long time.
Okay.
Uh, I think in a day for 1 or 2 hours I watch mobile
Wow. Fantastic. All
because
right.
everything we have to check WhatsApp, YouTube, and everything.
Exactly. Especially, I mean, we have to be updated with what is happening, and as you mentioned that even I also only use WhatsApp. I can say I'm not on Insta, not on Snapchat, but I have to
Yeah,
be
same
updated
for.
on same.
Yeah,
Okay.
WhatsApp is something. Yes, yes. WhatsApp is something that we cannot skip, right? But Insta, Facebook, Snapchat, as you have mentioned, that we can skip those applications.
Yeah, I mean,
Those
these
are
are
not
just access.
mandatory. Yeah.
And
Nowadays, I have started using YouTube most.
okay, for
Yeah. I
listening.
spend my yeah, listening, yeah, for English.
Okay, great. All right. So now, please tell me something about your daily routine.
Yeah, if I talk about my daily routine, it's quite simple, I would say. Uh, as I'm a working professional, my shift is a morning shift. So I have to be ready at 5 in the morning
Hmm.
because my login time is 6:30. So I have to be ready for that. And normally I go to the office and manage office stuff. And 3:30 is my login logout time. So 6:30 I come back home, and after that, yeah, I have to help my wife in managing some household chores a little bit, and yeah, then I worked on my. I give some time to work on my English communication. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it, I think. Yeah.
At your workplace, do you speak in English?
Yeah, we speak, but English is not mandatory. Like to talk with colleague, we use our regional language, that is Marathi. But
Okay.
when we have to talk with onshore people, that time we speak English. Or when we have to talk in meetings, we cannot talk in Marathi. So we talk in English only.
Okay. So how you switch your gears for English? I mean, for
Yeah,
that
that is.
meetings. I mean,
Yeah,
for
it becomes difficult. It becomes difficult, but yeah, we have to manage.
because of course it becomes hard when you are not practicing, with your colleagues. But on the other hand, in meetings you have to speak in English, so it gets hard, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And when it comes to practicing, as you mentioned, so with whom you practice on a daily basis, or it's just you talk on apps. Some of the apps are also available at present.
Actually, I don't have anyone to practice like someone else because I talk with myself. Like I consider I have someone with me,
Hmm.
and I only ask questions and I try to answer them. I try to answer those questions. So like that I
Okay.
practice. And nowadays I've started having conversation with people, with co-learners. I've started approaching people. So that I have started. Uh, yeah. So I don't have anyone to practice actually. And
Okay.
in terms of apps, I'm not using any app nowadays.
Hmm.
So do you have any application to suggest like where I can have a conversation with people?
Well, as you said that, I mean, at present you don't have anybody as such, but still you are trying your level best. You're approaching people's for conversation. So you can follow. I mean, you can install many applications which are, of course, free of cost. You just have. There will be voice calls available. Maybe Ace Fluency. I'm not promoting. Okay, even I don't use.
Oh
Earlier
yeah.
I used it. So and Josh talk. My learners says, ma'am, we use this. This is this. So that's on the behalf of those, sharing. I'm telling you at the moment. And yeah, I mean, if you want
I think
to,
you're more on English area, I think, because most of your videos I'm watching, those are with English area tutors, I think,
well, recently,
right?
I mean, it's been almost a month. That was
Okay.
like a collaboration, I can say. So I joined that platform. It was exciting opportunity for me as well. I never ever, subscribed any of the applications so far for language learning, but that was of
Okay.
course, it was collaboration indeed. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Now let me jump to the, as you said that you self, you talk to yourself. So it is also a very good habit, but for the, like for you can say growth or for higher improvement, you should talk with someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And please tell me the importance of self-talk. In many people say that, and even books, and when you read motivational stuff, or you can say self-help books, definitely you will come across to self-talk. So do you know the importance of self-talk?
Yeah, absolutely. Self-talk means I think we will get to know means what is happening inside of you. Like we can express our thoughts, emotions. Like if you are not able to express with someone, you just speak with yourself.
Hmm. I
Yeah, so
mean,
that is, I think,
yeah, actually, I read something like when I have to take advice from the most, intelligent person from this world, so I talk to myself. This was something, art, maybe picture or
okay.
somewhere. I read that, and it was so interesting. And I do that, many times. I mean, I just start the recording, okay, and I just talk to myself, and
Yeah.
after listening that, I delete that. I mean, I just talk
Okay.
because it is really
Yeah, yeah.
important to talk to yourself. And when I see myself in front of camera, usually I have conversations. Very, I mean, solo videos are very less on my channel. But when it comes to self talk, as emphasize this point, so it just clicked in my mind that it is really important to know yourself better, because you know yourself better than anyone else, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yes. So the same practice I have started doing. Like I have started recording myself. Every day I record. I
Wow.
speak randomly. I speak anything. Like I
Yeah.
will not have anything decided in my mind. Whatever is coming, we have to speak that. And I at least record for 10 minutes, and again I watch that video again and again, so we can realize what all mistakes we are doing. Because
Yeah.
while talking, we will not understand what mistakes you are doing. But after watching that video, we will realize that, oh my God, I'm doing these mistakes. I'm doing that mistakes, right?
Yeah.
So that is
Exactly.
also helpful. And and by doing this practice, I think I have realized I am not that much confident on video calls, I think. So I hesitate a lot sometimes.
Mm,
Words are
okay.
not coming in my mind, and sometimes I'm not able to frame proper sentences.
It's very
Yeah,
natural. I mean, it's very natural thing. I mean, it happens with almost everyone, because as it's your initial stage to face video conversation, you can say video call, meetings, and all. But once you're becoming habitual of this, it will not bother you that much.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So, is there any
yeah,
question from your end that you want to ask?
yeah, sure. So as you have mentioned, you are doing your MBA, right? So after completing your MBA, so do you have any plan to, do a job, or you want to start you own something like that? What is your
Well,
plan like?
first, of course, I want to do job because I just want to, taste the corporate world, how it works. And of course, I want to implement what all things I have learned in a theoretical manner. So, because,
Okay.
the real world is something different. It's not about theory. It's about actually doing the work. So I definitely want to do job. And as I'm running my YouTube channel, so I will continue here as well. And I'm planning to start something of my own. So I'll make sure to follow that and just finish it.
Yeah, the corporate taste you will only get when you will actually
Right.
work. Like it is
Exactly.
not like you will heard from somewhere, someone else. If you work, then you will understand what is this exactly. And then of course you can start your own, right? As you are doing this YouTube as well. So what I have realized, like you're speaking really good English. So what is the secret of your English? Like, are you from a English medium background, or you have worked on your communication? How is that?
Well, no background as such. I have completed my 12th, till 12th, I was in Hindi medium. My mother tongue is Hindi. And I started my
Okay.
language learning journey when I was in first year of college. Actually, that started because my medium was Hindi, till class 12. And I thought now, मतलब अब इंग्लिश मीडियम कॉलेज में एडमिशन ले लिया तो इंग्लिश तो आनी चाहिए. That's how I started. You
Yeah.
understand Hindi or not?
Yes, yes, yes. I can understand. I can understand very well. I can speak as well.
Okay, yeah. So that was my mindset कि अब तो English सीखना ही पड़ेगी, right? Because as I changed my medium. But when I enter in college, of course, I mean, there was an environment of speaking, but not many people were speaking. But before, before starting college, 2 months or 3 months, summer season, summer vacations, I
Yeah.
practiced a lot. I mean, I used to have four sessions, with co-learners. With I have joined Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, and I used to approach people. Okay, and that's how I started. I used to speak very broken. I mean, my English was really bad. I completed tenses. I know at that time onwards, I have completed tenses, parts of speech, or fundamentals of English, and then I started practicing. And same, I mean, I can say 4 to 5 months I was just learning English, and then I started my YouTube channel.
Okay.
But now I'm confident enough, I can speak in front of camera, and when I will be having a channel, I'll be getting many opportunities to talk with people. So like that. And still I am in the journey.
Okay. Okay, I think English is spoken English is something that we cannot run away, right? It's a global language now.
Indeed.
When we were in school, like we were running away from this language, and we only study for to clear the exam. We didn't
Yeah.
take as a spoken English. In future, we have to speak. We didn't take, and no one taught us that like we have to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have decided something, and if you are consistent with your practices, definitely no one is gonna stop you from learning this language. That's what I believe.
Of course. I mean, it's better to start as soon as possible. I mean, if at this present time, if people are, or students, college students, school students are making excuses that I don't have environment, I don't have people to talk, I don't want to learn this because it's really hard. No, it's very easy. And first of all, you just have to prepare your mind before starting and practice for a year, at least give it a try for one complete year, and definitely you will see improvement. I mean, no doubt. And you cannot abstain. I mean, you cannot hide yourself from learning this. And if you're hiding yourself, you will end up losing many opportunities in the future, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So one more question is there, like sometimes I run out of words. Like I don't,
Mhm.
I have little, very little, some, I mean, a very low amount of words, I would say.
Okay.
So how can I improve those vocabulary and all? So can you suggest something for that?
Okay. For that, I mean, I must say you should focus on reading and read it aloud. As you said that you record yourself to practice. So just read it aloud, in room, or just read like you're speaking with someone in that
Yeah,
manner.
yes.
Just read like a speaker, you're giving speech. If you read in that matter, automatically you feel your tongue get familiar of that word, and your mind is also start to observing that. And make sure to read as much as you can, because once you start building interest in reading, it will help you a lot. It's just like a weapon to become fluent. And definitely it will frame your sentences up to the mark. You will not face any sentence construction problem, because you already read it so much. Okay, so just this is the one advice I can tell you on the behalf of my learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. So
Okay.
thank you
And
so much.
yeah, I think, yeah, that's it, I think.
All right.
Just give me feedback, something like based on our conversation, your feedback.
Okay, well, I'm not an expert, but definitely, I mean, practice as much as you can, and as you are connecting with, I mean, at present, you are trying to approach people as much as you can. Just do that. Okay, don't ever feel that if someone is not responding, approach other person, right? Don't just
Yeah.
demotivate yourself that, oh, they didn't reply me, now I will not do this stuff because it has, people have this tendency that fear of rejection and
Yes.
fear of these things. But don't worry, it's your journey, right? I mean, you have to push yourself no matter what. And one complete year, I always say that give at least 1 year. That, and this new year is about to start. So just give it 1 year
Yeah.
every day. And last day of the year, you will see that completely different person. and you must track your progress. You can track your progress in a written format or in soft copy, whichever you want, and you will feel very confident automatically when you start speaking fluently.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely I will do that. Yeah.
so
And
that's all.
actually, I'm not expecting, yeah, I was not expecting your response this fast because you responded very quickly. I think 2 days back I have emailed you, and yesterday you responded, I think. Yeah, so thank
Yeah,
you so much for that. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
yeah, pleasure is mine, Mr. Krishna, and thank you so much for joining. It was really wonderful and constructive session, and you shared all your insights about language learning, your job, and everything. So have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.